Like, this is an Afrofuturist film. Like, it's about two black women, and we're always seeing the same things. Like, somebody said Tyler Perry in their wigs. Like, every time you see, like, a black movie or you see black women, a lot of times, like, they're forced to cover their hair, or they're forced to, like, just cover their true identity with hair. And although, like, the straight hair and Eurocentric beauty standards are beautiful, it's sometimes, like, I guess forgotten when you see black women on TV. You don't get to see them in their natural element, like the things that really highlight who they are and, like, why they are who they are. Do you have anything to add to that?
Of course, that's so true. I honestly also feel like in this industry, we have the ability to get creative. We have the ability to, like, make people think, like, oh, our hair can do that, we can do this. Oh, I can have this bust down and then this stand up. Like, what? It's really cool. So to be able to put the craft and creativity to that, and then also represent, like, for the younger girls, all type of girls, we can do more than just wear the little stiff wigs. It's a great feeling.
It's a great feeling.
There's nothing wrong with wigs, by the way.
No. Side note, we love a little bust down situation. I'm just talking about the Tyler Perry maybe sitting on top of another style.
Yeah. Also, just like, it's more so about the Eurocentric beauty standard being just stamped. Like, it's not necessarily to say they're bad. They're beautiful. Black women can take any style and, like, eat it up. Like, let's not forget that, okay? Like, that's what it is. It's just the representation through media sometimes doesn't highlight that.
Yeah.
Also, I do want to say that the scene that you guys saw in level 1 when I was playing, like, 4 different characters and the hair was all different, that was Amber and Tati. They did those 4 different hairstyles in one day. They literally had 15 minutes. And Ava, our first AD, knows this. They had 15 minutes to change hairstyles. So do you want to talk about, like, that process and how you did that?
Oh yeah, that was actually a tall order. We were like, we had no idea. Like, this was the first thing, like, we ever worked on.
I was like, Amber,
we
got it.
No idea.
I was like, Amber, you got 15 minutes. Like,
Do you know you had 15 minutes?
15! No, it was. I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. And they, honestly, I do want to say, I do love working with Mecca and Celeste because they leave so much space for you to be a creative and come up with concepts and, like, push it. So we were like, what if we just did some type of base and we made pieces? And Mecca's like, how are you gonna make pieces? And we're like, we don't even know, honestly. We literally had to just conceptualize it. In the doing through that process, like, it would be like, okay, we would go to set and we're like, okay, we made these pieces, this works, and then we're like, okay, shoot, the next day, like, we know we have this, or like, we have these pieces together, but how are we gonna get it to stick? And trying to figure that out when you haven't actually done something before, it's like, you can conceptualize it in your head, but it's like, when that day comes, it's like, how do you make that work, and how do you get that to work within that short period of time?
yeah,
So
this was their first time working on a film, by the way.
Wow.
It was their first time. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
so
guys.
much.
That was
This is a Tony Award